Now, apart from this high-level management dashboard, you also have Explorer. So in case of DevNet, there is no white-labeled Explorer we provide. The white-labeled Explorer is available for testnets and mainnets. In case of DevNet, we simply connect it to the Polkadot.js app, and you would see blocks punching right away here. And it's pretty easy. So you do not have to configure it or put your endpoints. You click that link, and it will directly redirect here. For the analytics, you have these many options. So you can see your node analytics. Now, this is system level parameters. This is available against each node of yours. So each collator would be seen here. Each RPC would be seen here in terms of the CPU, disk, RAM, and all. So I'll open it up, and I'll let the dashboard load for you. So you would see that we're showing CPU, RAM. We're showing sys load. We're showing CPU usage, RAM usage, swap usage, root file system, basic profiling, memory stack, network traffic, disk space used, and the current configuration which is running your DevNet underneath. So you would see it all, and you would see it all in terms of against each validator or collator nodes and as well as RPC nodes. You can also see the collator nodes separately because this information is slightly different. That information was primarily targeting at the hardware running underneath and its health. This information is targeted at your Parachain's collator node and its health. So you can switch the collator nodes. We're running 2 here. You can switch between them. And then you would see height of the chain. And again, this is your Parachain's height. And you would see bandwidth bytes usage per second. It'll help you with a lot of cost estimates. But do not worry if this sounds too complex, because there is a monitoring engine at the back which consistently monitors these parameters and gives you alerts. So even if you do not understand these graphs and charts, that's not a problem. There's a monitoring engine which keeps track on every parameter individually and throws alerts and triggers notifications, be it inline on this platform in your email inboxes, or we have integrations available with Slack and Teams, which I'll be able to show you in a while as well. So it captures pretty much everything, the queued blocks, the ready queue, the validator messages, state caches, pretty much all the important information. And specifically, the peer connecteds. This is very important for production networks when they are in testnet or mainnet, because many of the peers, the better it is. And when you have created the configuration, if you remember the first screen still, it had configurations to select or decide how many in peers and out peers do you want. So this would allow you to expand your network at its capacity and at a scale at which you would want it. So then these peers would come alive here. In production, we recommend that you would at least, at minimum, have 10 peers, but it's pretty good for larger parachains to have up to 50 peers running. Then next, you can also view your RPC-related information. So collators are separate. They have different things to show and monitor. RPCs, you also need to make sure that your RPC is at the same block height which your collators are, so that when you make those transaction-related requests to get the details of the latest transactions and all, they're all logged into this dashboard. So you pretty much see everything what you see in the collator, and you also see number of leaves here. This is available for all the RPC nodes you have. In case of testnet mainnets, you would have many RPC nodes, at least 3 load balanced. So you would see 3 of them, and there would be alerts coming in if one of them goes out of sync. So one of them, if it loses or lags behind in terms of block height, you would have alerts. And the system is so smart that it would start switching the load balancer to the nodes where the block height is most appropriate or the highest. So it would automatically eliminate the node which is lagging behind and will add it back when it comes healthy and up again. So these intelligent decision makings are embedded into it. This is relay chain related analytics. You would only need it in the DevNet. You would not need it in the production testnet and mainnet, because your relay chain would be either Kusama or Polkadot. You would not have your Rococo local as your relay chain. But in case of DevNet, we have it as local, so we show the analytics. Now, this is about understanding your overall parachain status, and relay chain plays a role in it. Specifically, when it is running local, you would want to see everything here as well. Now, going forward, we have logs and alerts. I'll first go through alerts. You would always want to see it empty. Something comes up here. It's something which worries you. Now, all sort of alerts would come up here, be it one of RPC nodes lagging behind, one of the nodes being eliminated from the load balancer pool, one of the collators not syncing properly, the peer count is dropping. They would all come up here. And even if you do not have time, or maybe the time zone won't allow you to look at it, it's night, then our team would be looking at these alerts all the time for your production networks, and they'll be fixing it up. It is very rarely that we require your intervention in terms of getting back to the healthy status. So these are automatically managed, though transparently shared with you as well. Then this is the last bit about the parachains, the logs. So you would see all the logs here, specific to all the node types. You would have the relay chain logs, the parachain logs. Reason is twofold. One, you would not want to give access to your nodes to everybody, to your dev teams and all. In case of trouble debugging, they can simply copy these logs, search them, or filter them as they want and figure it out. Access is disabled as a production practice.